Walt Disney said, "Laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever." Even 50 years after his death, we still use his ideas and innovation today. This quote comes from Goodreads.com. For the writing of this speech, I used the following sources to gather information: Goodreads.com, JustDisney.com, Entrepreneur.com, Oscar Awards database, and the Walt Disney Family Museum site. Okay. Hi, my name is Alyssa Stone, and I'm providing a tribute to Walt Disney because he was the first to bring Technicolor to the screen. He had the first cartoon with synchronized sound. He had the first movie-length animation film, and he has a world-famous theme park. He also received more Academy Award nominations and Oscar wins than any other person in history, and he has transformed the animation industry into what we know today. Walt Disney has many accomplishments to be proud of, including all in his 43-year career in Hollywood. Walt Disney had many firsts. His first famous character was Mickey Mouse, and his debut of Steamboat Willie in 1928, the cartoon was the first cartoon with synchronized sound, and it was a major hit. He also was the first to bring Technicolor to the screen and patented it for 2 years. He continued to embrace the new technologies for his company, and as the Great Depression hit, Walt Disney's company grew, and because it was a difficult time and many people sought refuge to his cartoons. Also, he had the first movie-length film, which was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The project took 3 years to make, and it was very risky and costly. But it was a huge success as it debuted in 1937. He also had many more successful movies after, which included Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, and Bambi. And he also was the first Hollywood studio to embrace television with his feature, The Mickey Mouse Club. Oh, and also he created an amusement park, Disneyland, in 1955. It's set on 185 acres, and later it also became one of the best known parks in the entire world. It also, in Walt Disney World, he also created Walt Disney World on 27,000 acres in Orlando, Florida, but he did not live to see it, as he died in 1966 at the age of 65 of lung cancer, and the park finally opened in 1971. And this is a picture of him with all of the Mickey Mouse dolls. Walt Disney has a lot of accomplishments to be proud of, many of which he was awarded for. This is a picture with him at the Academy Awards with a bunch of Oscars. He's known to be the first individual in history to have the most Oscars and Academy Award nominations. His first Academy Award was for his silly symphony, Flowers and Trees. And he's also since then been nominated 59 times and awarded 32 of those nominations. One of his most special awards was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was an Oscar, a custom-made Oscar statuette. And he's also broken the record for the most Oscars in one night, which was 4. And they're given in 4 categories, which was best cartoon subject, best short subject, best documentary short subject, best documentary feature, and best to-reel short subject. He also, at the end of the night with his 4th award, he said this quote, I just got to say one more word. It's wonderful, but I think it's my time to retire. And then he also had an 18-karat gold bracelet, charm bracelet made out of 20 miniature Oscars, each of which that had engraving of which work he was awarded for that specific Oscar. And this is a picture of the bracelet, and that's him with Shirley Temple, who awarded him the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs custom-made Oscar statuette. Walt Disney said, "I hate to see downbeat pictures. I know life isn't that way, and I don't want anyone telling me it is." And obviously his fans believe that, as today he still remains as one of the most influential people and a pop culture icon. Oh, and I got that quote off of entrepreneur.com. And lastly, Walt Disney transformed the animation industry. Walt Disney was a pioneer and innovator, and he was the possessor of one of the most unique and fertile imaginations the world has ever known. And he could take the dreams of America and make them come true. He also wanted to share his success with others up-and-coming artists. And so he, in 1961, he adopted the California Art Institute, which consisted of two schools, which was the Los Angeles Conservatory of Music, and also it's a French word, Art Institute. And also, can you just imagine a world without Disney? It sounds impossible to think of, because there's been so many movies, that have made with his own ideas to this day. And he is he could turn the ordinary into an extraordinary thing with his ideas and optimism. He also, with his historical lines and his famous character sayings, he showed the entertainment industry new ways to educate children and even adults. And he was the pathway from the past to the future for the entertainment industry. Here's a picture of him drawing. Walt has touched many lives, including my own, and I want to celebrate him because of his success. And this is a picture of him presenting the plans of Disneyland. Walt deserves a tribute because he was, again, the first person to bring Technicolor to the screen. He had the first cartoon with synchronized sound. He had the first full-length animated, first movie-length animated feature film. And of course, he has a world-famous theme park. Also, he received more Academy Award nominations and Oscar wins than any other person in history, and he's transformed the animation industry into what we know today. I'd like to finish with a concluding remark. It's a quote from an article on the entrepreneur.com website, and it says, "And as the studio he founded continues to churn out films that bear his personal signature, Disney's magic is sure to touch the lives of many more generations to come."